So, continuing on po sa ating conversation, no, I just wanted to touch point doon naman sa aspeto na mga nakakatulong, mga practices na nakakatulong in terms of, managing our mental health. Na-mention kanina ni Cap na iba yung kapag ang mindset mo ay pangpagana o pangpa-motivate sa sarili mo, convert mo na lang, no, yung experiences, yung
Make it
hardship
worth
na
it,
nakukuha mo. Just make it work for you, para sa pamilya ko, para to sa akin. I learned from this. That's something na nakakatulong on your aspect on how to manage stress. Tapos in terms of managing with your colleagues, and this is kumbaga present in both the sharing ni Cap and ni Sir Alex, is yung treating people with respect, no? That is one aspect na nakakatulong in managing the culture and the safety that our crew members feel on board. Ano pa po ba you think ang some of the practices that we should try to be more mindful of?
Prior their embarkation, especially for the aspiring seafarers, we need how would I describe it, yung medyo personalized na na briefing. It's not general lang na
Di generic.
Hindi dapat generic, but then it's as much as possible yung parang realistic. Tapos as much as possible, the one who's conducting the briefing should, di naman sa pangano doon sa ibang staff, but as much as possible kung maaari, seafarer din.
Right.
Kasi this will, especially sa new generation ngayon, I experience it na I have a new set of sample cadets ba. Though they graduated from MMA, but then emotionally, they're medyo a bit yung madali lang ma-distract. Kasi hindi naman necessarily na yung wala talaga yung sisigaw or you don't raise voices on board. But may mga instances, may mga situation na you need to
of course,
raise voice.
Yes.
Kasi example, berthing. You need to command and paspasan yan at the same time, yung presence of mind.
Required yun for safety.
So, minsan kasi na-observe ko yung mga bagong generation, mabilis ma-distract, mabilis parang masaktan. Dibdib yung sensitive. Hindi naman minura. Hindi naman ni-humiliate na
hindi naman pinahiya.
Siguro nabigla lang, may sigaw pala dito. Ganun. Tapos distracted na. I even experience na may kadete ako, kaka-join lang today. And then the next day, lumapit sa akin, request na gusto umuwi. Oo, nabigla ako. Sabi ko, kaka-join mo lang ako. Ginausap ko rin yung mga officers ko. Nangyari dito, bakit parang kasi syempre magre-reflect sa akin yan eh. Hindi naman magre-reflect doon sa mga officers ko, sa mga huli ko, hindi magre-reflect sa akin. Nangyari, bakit ganito, gusto nang umuwi? Wala naman doon nangyari, but then siguro yung weather the next day, kasi they joined Anchorage, kaangkla yung barko. So after that, the next day, pag alis namin, pag labas namin doon sa port, medyo masama yung panahon. So, siguro, pinakayanan pa. Nag-ano agad na mag-quit. So, doon nalaman ko, sabi ko na, you need to be, I just talk to him personally. You need to be honest with me, nangyari ba ganito, ganyan? Because first time ko mangyari ba ganito, uwian. Ang kadete.
Oo naman.
The next day pa.
One day
lang.
Oo nga.
Jojo yun,
So, you need to be honest with you, what happened. Honest naman siya na tungkol sa weather. So, hindi, masusurvive mo yan. Basta dito ka lang, hindi mo na kita, kung hanggat maaari, hindi mo na kita papasukin eh. Hanggat hindi ka nakaka-adjust. So, I talked to his parents, I insured them, kasi tumatawag na rin pala siya.
I see.
O naka-eSIM. Pero may connection.
Oo nga, tama.
Baga, nakakatawag na sila anytime. So that time, may signal siya, tumatawag na pala siya na gusto ko na talaga mag-ano pa. So shoulder natin yung kaya ba natin shoulder yung uwi ko?
Right, kasi may added yun.
May kaya naman. So, kinausap ko na lang yung parents personally. Nasa akong bahala dito kay Cadet, walang Just wanna assure you na walang ganito ganyan, baka Tapos gusto kong, kasi ayaw ko masayang yung niya eh. O let's say 1 month, pag doon siya mag-decide. Pag gusto niya pa rin umuwi, papayagan ko na. But then for now, kung ito lang yung problema niya about weather, basta I assure you, hindi walang mangyaring hindi maganda dito on board. So sa awa naman ng Diyos, nakasurvive siya.
Umabot 1 month?
Umabot. Tapos ngayon, makasama ko na siya ulit. But then, on the next position.
Nice.
A rank higher or ordinary seaman. So, I'm very proud. So, kasama kami ulit ngayon.
Pero maganda yun, Kap, kasi that's one instance na, if that were to happen years back, posibleng pinagtawanan na siya.
Yes.
And his journey to get promoted and progress and get over it, kumbaga, baka hindi ganito ka-successful. Because, pag-usapan pa lang natin, whether yung naging problema. I mean, now, parang iba na yung aspect, mas binibigyan mo na ng respeto yung concern ni Kadete na tungkol sa weather pala. I mean, you give him the space, you give him the to actually adjust, to actually transition. Pero kung dati, baka sinigawan pa, di ba? And those are some of the aspects na baka hindi nga constructive or nakakatulong. But now, that's something na nakatulong sa kanya. And I'm happy also to hear na...
And one rank higher na siya.
One rank higher na siya.
Nice.
Hindi lang 1 month ang sa kanyang na-survive.
Whole career.
After that contract, isang contract pa siya ulit on the other vessel. Tapos ngayon. So, niya?
Pangatlo.
This will be his third contract.
Wow.
Imagine kung nag-quit siya nung time niya.
Yes, exactly. Oo nga. And,
Maganda din talaga yung may support ka dun sa vessel or dun sa onboard, no? Support system. Yeah.
Sa cruise ship naman, sa mga maraming nationalities, like what I said before, yung expectation versus reality.
yes.
Kasi I experienced na every time na may sumasampang crew member, ako yung nag-entertain. So, pinag-uusapan namin yung environmental, we're talking about public health, we're talking about safety. So, yun yung mga first na and then, we always talk about yung specific na at the same time, they will understand. And then, minsan kailangan mo kasi sa kanilang kumbaga explain in a way na when you explain it, you need to explain it simple.
Right.
Kasi once na talagang by the rules, in-explain mo sa kanila, hindi nila maintindihan.
Kapag generic.
You need to put yourself on their level.
Yes.
Para maintindihan nila.
Journey with them, kumbaga.
At the same time, you need to talk to them in a humble way. And at the same time, you need to listen. Yung kasi minsan yung mga first timer na crew member, pag sumampa yan, andun yung fear.
Yes.
Andun yung fear nila, andun yung bang hindi nila alam kung ano yung dadatan nila.
Yes.
So andun lahat yung mga question marks sa isip nila. So you need to put yourself on the level. So then you need to explain, and then you need to guide them. And then you need to follow up.
Right.
Kung ano yung progress nila, kung naiintindihan nila, kung tama ba yung ginawa nila. Kasi once na after you explain it, and then you have to stay on this section, you have to stay on that sections, and that's it.
Yes.
So they work like they're blank. Kasi ganun ang nila Pero once na inassist mo sila all the way, yun yung tsaka yung confident nila na kahit na first timer sila, may intindihan nila na, ganito para dito.
Right.
At tsaka nakikita nila yun na talagang yung may tumutulong.
Right.
Yes.
Yun ang yun yung ina-expect nila na may mag-a-assist, may magtuturo sa kanila. And then of course, it depends on the crew. Kung paano nila i-absorb.
Yes.
At kung paano nila iintindihin.
Yes.
But they need to face the reality ng pagbabarko. When you come on board, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Kaya sabi ko sa kanila, like what Captain said, Diba, you train on the military, ganito, ganyan, diba? When you come there, you need to be ready.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will fail.
Yeah.
You know? Kasi para ka rin para ka nasa military rin sa sa passengers. Kasi imagine, I handle 287 teammates.
Shucks.
287. Not by myself, of course, but I'm one of the first in charge na talagang dinideploy mo sila eh. And then before you deploy, meron kang assessment eh. And at the same time, bibigyan mo sila ng specific duties. And at the same time, you have to make sure na kung ano yung gagawin nila, alam mo. Hindi yung you depend only for somebody.
Right.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi makikriticize ka nila eh. Oh, dinideploy tayo, hindi naman niya alam. Yung pala, kumukuha lang siya naman.
Right.
You know, yung knowledge sa iba. So, yun yung dapat sa mga bagong teammates or kahit na yung matagal na, you need to help them. You need to assist them. And you need to teach them. Kasi every time they come on board, laging iba eh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kahit na sabihin one rules, pero when you come to a different ship, iba yung they
Right.
follow the rules, but the way they handle the yung system iba eh.
Iba.
Pero andun yung
Right. Right. And I think tama, Sir Alex, I'd like to highlight that, no, yung aspect of lalo for new crew, and specifically new generation natin, yung minsan hinahanap talaga yung support, as in, literal that is something that they are craving for, that becomes a non-negotiable sa kanila, lalo na not just sa seafaring, not just in sailing, no, pero even in corporate, there is now an aspect in the generation na if this doesn't work for me, then iba na lang, no? May ganun. It's versus before na dapat anuhan ko to, dapat
Pagpursigihan ko. Yeah.
Or else, no? Parang ganun. But now, because there is that mindset na if this doesn't work, lipat ako ng iba. Even within the maritime industry in itself, medyo nagkaka-shortage na din tayo of seafarers, lalo with the cruise lines kasi may hotel and restaurant naman na wala on board, di ba? May mga ganun. Why should I? Kasi that's some of the things that we experience sa corporate naman. Hearing some of the feedback ng mga aspiring crew members na tipong is mas safe sa mas safe sa land eh, no? Bakit ko kailangan yung ganung type of sweldo? Medyo kaya ko na din may mga ganun na ngayon, kaya ko na makuha online. Bakit ako kailangan So, in that aspect, it's really something na it's a shared sort of responsibility na syempre hindi naman natin sila sasabihin, sige, wag ka na lang mag-barko. Hindi naman ganun. But
Yes.
in the aspect of how do we journey, how do we support them, na yes, we understand na this isn't the job na talagang maybe for forever, pero while you are here, while you are building yourself, paano natin we go and work hand to hand with each other para nandito ka, we're working together towards this community
right.
na kasi thankless job siya eh.
Yes.
Pag nandun ka na and deployed ka na,
Yun na.
kung wala kang pinaghahawakan na pamilya, na aspiration, tendency talaga is magsha-shutdown ka lang, no?
So lagi yung I always advise them, and also I always give them yung knowledge nila, and then yung expectation, and then yung ini-encourage ko sila na ask yourself why you're here. Anong purpose mo? Are you here because you want to see the world, which is good example? What is the main purpose why you're here on board?
Right.
Of course, you're here because of your family.
Yes.
You're building the future of your family. At the same time, gusto mong mag-grow. Diba? Ngayon, ini-encourage ko sila at the same time na while you're building your future, while you're building your, think about yourself as well.
Right.
Kasi minsan, sa sobrang, yung bang sobrang suporta mo sa family mo, nakakalimutan mo yung sarili.
Sobrang selfless.
So, sinasabihan ko sila na, at the same time, you need to enjoy.
Mhm.
Kasi yun yung isang para ma-relax ka.
Yes.
And then,
Exactly.
ang isang factor pa ng ano na, yung tulog.
Yeah.
Yes. Tulog.
Yes.
Tulog ng isang, tulog ng isang crew member. At saka yung bang, for example, we are working 13 hours a day.
Yes.
A day. If my contract is at 9, always 9. So, imagine every day like that. And then, kung binibigyan ko sila, for example, if my team is working with me, let's say 47 of them working with me on a certain schedule.
Mm-mm.
So they working with me like 6 hours. Sometimes pag yung bang medyo tahimik yung dining room or
Right,
buffet,
right.
binibigyan ko sila ng time na, okay, four of you, go for break for an hour and a half. Kasi malaking factor yun. Ibang parang tuwan-tuwa sila nun, nabigyan mo sila ng ng time na, uy, 1 oras ka lahat between the next duty. Kasi minsan between next duty, half an hour lang ang break mo eh. Maliligo ka lang and then you go back on the next.
Yeah.
Then, bigyan mo sila ng an hour extra or an hour and a half extra. Malaking bagay sa kanila yun.
Right.
And then you will gain their respect.
And
And then at the same time, naano sila, bang namomotivate nila yung sarili nila, nakakapag-recharge sila. Kumbaga sana, at least, na-enjoy. At the same time, I always ask them and I always tell them na you need to enjoy what you're doing. Kasi minsan kasi pag sobrang isip nila ibang sobrang focus nila, nawawala na yun. Kasi sa hotel department, especially sa mga guests, kailangan mo lagi ka nakasmile, lagi kang parang lagi
more so,
lagi kang welcome, di ba?
Nakamask ka lagi na ready to face your guests.
Lagi kang nakasmile, lagi kang nakasmile. So, kailangan ganun na mangyari sa team mo eh. Kahit na isakripisyo mo yung time mo, and then, may bigay mo na sa kanila.
Right.
So, yun lang ang dapat na para at least magkaroon sila ng motivation na gawin nila yung dapat. Kasi the more you hold them or the more na yung trabaho masyadong tight, nagre-rebelde sila eh.
Yes.
Nagre-rebelde kumbaga sa parang para silang parang iniisip nila masyadong mahigpit, masyadong
Yes.
kahit wala ng tao rito, mga nakatayo lang kayo, ganyan, di ba? Imbes na, okay, bigyan mo sila ng time mag-break or, para lang makalabas, makapag-relax, especially pag nasa port.
Yes.
Kasi pag nasa port, binigyan mo sila ng ganung 1 hour to go out.
Right.
Malaking bagay na yan. At saka very appreciative na sila sa dating sa ganun. So yun yung
Nice.
yun yung motivation na binibigay ko sa mga teammate. Kasi,
Wow.
Parang nire-respeto ko sila kung pinakikiramdaman ko kung ano yung nafe-feel nila, kung ano yung nasa isip nila, kahit na hindi nila sabihin. Yung body language, yung mata, lahat eh, makikita mo.
You need to become very observant, no? Pagdating sa kanila para alam mo yung mga dinadanas nila.
Mararamdaman mo naman yan. Makikita mo sa kanila the way they move, the way they, lahat ng Kasi, imagine, wala naman tao, nakatayo ka dyan.
Nakatingin ka, tulala ka, malayo yung malayong isip.
Why don't you just give them a break?
Right.
And then they will respect you.
Yeah, ang galing.
Grabe, no? And I think that's some of the contrast din of the experience ng people on cruise lines. And syempre sa Merchant Marine, it's not that easy, no, na sige, break ka muna because it's not guests that you are handling, pero the machinery, ensuring that you go to your destination on time. So, yun yung tipong mga challenges, the nuances na we really have to be aware of. And kumbaga, kailangan talaga siyang bigyan ng effort, no, to be considerate in whatever
Yes,
aspect.
exactly.
Kasi Iisip, puro trabaho lang eh. Ano na nga, yung requirements na nga para makuha yung trabaho, sobrang rigid na. Yung actual trabaho, ganun pa din. No?
Ayun yung isang magandang yung isang nakita kong common kay cruise and merchant marine, no. Yung isang nangingibabaw na yung simpleng gagawin mo na malaki ang tulong sa bawat crew members natin is yung support system.
Yes.
Pagka binigyan nating pansin yung pagkakaroon ng support system sa onboard, so maganda yung nagiging outcome. No?
Yes.
May na-encourage tayong mga crew members, may mga na-inspire tayong mga crew members na ma-motivate natin. No? And at the same time, na babawasan na yung damage sa mental health nila. Nandiyan na nga sila sa barko, so mas nagiging magaan para sa kanila yung trabaho. Mas napoprotektahan natin yung mental health. No?
At the same time, they perform well.
They perform well, yes. Ayun yung isang...
Kita mo yung ano nila eh. Yung bang, you give them something
Yes.
very appreciated nila. Ngayon makikita mo na when you ask them to do something, you will see that it was done the proper way.
Yes.
Hindi yung shortcut. Kasi, kumbaga sa ano, nahihiya sila eh. Kumbaga sa ano, baka bukas pag ano, baka ito yung ulit. Let's do it properly.
Saka mamotivate.
Yeah.
Tsaka, lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila na you wanna stay or you wanna go. So, let's do it in a proper way. At least one time, not yung bang i-double job natin. Ngayon, alam nila ganun yung sistema ko. So, what they do, when I ask them a task, they do it once. Which is, I'm very happy.
Right.
Kasi, na-appreciate nila yung ginagawa ko.
Galing.
Kasi, binibigyan mo sila ng motivations na may naririnig nga ako eh. Sabi ko, Sir, alam mo, si Sir Alex lang ang gumagawa niyan, sabi niya. Yung imagine, on duty, in between duty, nagbibigay lang an hour and a half. Kasi yung iba,
By the book lang.
by the book. At the same time, bihira pa magbigay ng 10 minutes coffee muna kayo. 10 minutes lang. Hindi be able to go down.
10 minutes na.
Maghihintay ka ng elevator to go down. Imagine.
Pwede nating sabihin, no? Pwede nating sabihin na yung good mental health of a crew is equivalent to a good performance. Yes. Ayun yung maganda ron. No? Kung napapangalagaan natin yung mental well-being natin as a person, as a human, mental wellness natin. So, yung balik naman sa atin nito is yung good performance natin on board sa trabaho natin. Siyempre, wala kang iniisip. Gumagaan. Yes.
Yung duties and responsibility.
Kasi
yun yung ano eh. Yun yung nakikita kong na ang new generation mas gusto nila ng yung pang bigyan mo sila ng bigyan ng mga yung mga favor nila.
Favors. Then,
pero
may balik sa'yo.
they will give you that. Like, I can say that new generation is different like before. So, acceptance. They need to accept kung ano man yung dadatan nila. And then they need to learn that na not because you're on board, you can do things na akala mo kaya mo eh. So, they need to learn to accept and to set aside their ego. And yung ego na yon, instead of using that ego, when you set aside your ego, gain knowledge.
Right.
Diba? And then at the same time, learn to observe. Learn to observe. Kasi when you're starting to learn and you set aside your ego, kasi when you start to ask using your ego, iba ang nagiging dating. So, but if you set aside that ego and learn to accept kung ano yung sitwasyon doon and learn from it and use it as a tools, you will gain. You will gain. Kasi at the same time, respect will come. Kasi you know how to play. And you know how to understand. And then management will see that you fully understand. And then at the same time, matututo kang matututo kang i-balance ang lahat ng bagay. Kung i-set aside yung ego. Kasi nowadays, that's what I see and that's what I observe. Before talking to us, they use their ego instead of yung knowledge. So when the ego speak, iba yung dating.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at least if knowledge speak, respect is there.
Right.
So, yun
Wow.
isa.
Well said.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, sa akin naman, for my fellow seafarers and to all aspiring seafarers, I would like to advise you or suggest to be open-minded. And in every situation or circumstances, when you get on board, always look on the positive side.
Yes.
Then, as what Sir Alex said, we should be humble and set aside our ego, because this ego, it hinders our growth.
Yes.
Yes.
So when we are in this career, this is a very good opportunity, especially for us Filipinos, because this is our way to earn more, and at the same time, it's a tax-free, and it's also the best way to provide for our family, to our loved ones, and there's always think safety first. And when we are on board, I would also encourage, especially the aspiring seafarers, to be open. Don't be afraid to open up and take good care of your mental health. And for my fellow officers, it's also time to address these mental health issues. And also, we should need to learn to also open up and balance the being resilient at the same time when we are comforting our fellow seafarers. So being open on board with our personal issues or personal struggles, it doesn't mean that we are soft or we are not tough. But it's one way to admit that we're just human, not robots. Although robots will be coming in the next few years, but we are human, and we feel this naturally. So I hope that we will always look on ways to promote open communication, peer support, and also find ways to have a recreational activities on board. And encourage everyone to join in, and just think on positive things and always look on the brighter side in everything. So if I may share a Bible verse, what I've read, the Lord is the main source of every good and perfect things, or perfect gifts. So I believe that having this profession is a perfect gift for all seafarers, as long as we take good care of it, because it gives us ways to provide for our family and to give them a better future. So that's